Hey guys, what's up? Nick here once again, and this is going to be kind of a random video. It's not like my normal stuff. I know I said in a previous video as well that I wasn't going to be talking about the television show in the sense of like an episode per episode type basis. However, I felt this one was a little unique because I was not, and I think a lot of people were not expecting an official trailer to drop before the show came out. And the show comes out in like 2 weeks, so it's very soon. So the fact that they dropped an official 2-minute trailer, like literally 2 weeks before the show comes out, is kind of weird. So as you all know, we previously got a teaser trailer and I made a video talking about my thoughts on that. And then we actually got a full-on scene from the show, which was like a 2-minute scene. And they released that at the Summer Games Fest. And a lot of us were kind of like, I don't know. It kind of got that Marvel type comedy feel to it. It doesn't seem like it's going to be grounded enough. And it doesn't feel like it's Twisted Metal. And that, you know, those thoughts are still in my mind in a lot of ways, but I'm going to get more into that in a minute. The fact that this dropped this morning, though, I got to give my thoughts on it in this video. I sadly cannot show you guys any actual video from the trailer because this video will be blocked from Peacock, but I will have screenshots going over the certain scenes that I'm talking about, and I do want to get my thoughts out there to you guys. So in the meantime, we'll just have some gameplay in the background, and hopefully that'll be okay. But with that being said, the trailer just starts out showing that it confirms my thoughts that this is a post-apocalyptic world. That may have already been confirmed with the synopsis, the very short synopsis we've gotten about the plot of the television series, but I really did have a strong feeling it was going to be post-apocalyptic. It wasn't like taking place in a regular world as of right now, and then everything goes to shit once the contest starts happening. This is definitely like it's been going on for a long time. And this also confirms that this plot has nothing to do with the original Twisted Metal contest. There doesn't seem to be a Calypso. There is a teaser. I'll show a screenshot of that as well. That Calypso is a thing in the show, but I don't necessarily believe he has anything to do with what's going on in the plot. Essentially, it's all about John Doe. He is taking a package across America, and he's going through different cities, meeting different characters, and fighting different people to get said package across to somebody special. Now, if I was to make a guess of what's going to happen by the end of the series, I'm assuming the package that he's delivering, we don't know what that is, but I'm guessing he's going to bring it to Calypso. And that's how the show is going to end, on a cliffhanger. And thus, if we get a season 2, then maybe that season will be mostly centered around the contest of Twisted Metal. Who knows? But that being said, this is definitely more of like a Smuggler's Run type situation. If you guys played that game back in the day, it's not a car combat simulator or like a car combat show. Clearly, it does involve cars. There is cars with guns, and there's even one scene they finally gave us a taste of what the car combat could look like in this television show towards the end of the trailer. And I gotta admit, from the quick little snippets we got, it looks pretty amazing. Now, this gives me more hope for maybe some really cool action sequences we might get throughout the show. And it does make me feel like the budget is higher than I expected, in a pleasantly surprised way. Because based off just the teaser, a lot of things look kind of cheesy and just didn't seem like it had that much of a budget. And being that it was coming out on Peacock really made me worried as well. Now, if this was like a Netflix production, I would have had no worries about, having not enough money and stuff like that to make decent effects and get some cool action scenes. But now seeing a quick snippet of what we will be getting in the show in terms of the car combat, I'm not as scared to basically be disappointed with the action sequences. This looks pretty cool. I liked the overhead shot as well of all the different cars, some of them destroyed, some of them on fire, some of them shooting each other. It does feel like Twisted Metal in that situation. However, obviously 90% of the show is not going to be this. It's probably only going to be one episode for all we know out of the 10 that will be coming. And for the most part, it's going to be about the characters talking to each other, a lot like that sequence we got just a couple weeks ago with Sweet Tooth and John Doe talking inside that casino. And based on what they showed even in this trailer, it looks like Sweet Tooth Needles Kane is only going to show up in Las Vegas. So I do sadly think he's only going to be in like 1 or 2 episodes at the most, which is a bummer. I wish Sweet Tooth was more of a main character instead of just kind of being thrown in there as like, hey, this is an homage to Twisted Metal, but he's not a main character. He's not going to be in every episode. And who knows, maybe he dies or something. Or maybe he'll come back. Again, if we get a season 2, we never know. That could be a possibility. That being said, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself when I was talking about the car combat. The rest of the trailer just gives us a little bit more synopsis on the plot. Again, it's a post-apocalyptic world. We get to hear a little bit more of John Doe's story. We get to hear his kind of comedic timing and some of the jokes I actually did chuckle at. I'm not going to lie. Some of them are pretty good this time around in this trailer. And I like the set design. It reminds me a lot of like the Last of Us television show, if you guys have seen that. It's got some pretty cool, unique design choices all around for the environments and the vehicles. I don't see any off the top of my head that's like screams like that is Twisted Metal or that's an area from Twisted Metal. Obviously, there's probably going to be a lot of Easter eggs throughout the show that I'll probably go over in a future video, but there were a couple Easter eggs I noticed within this trailer. We'll get to those in a second, though. I do want to talk about the biggest elephant in the room that most people have been talking about in the Discord, and that is this woman right here. So the actress is Neve Campbell. She's been in a lot of stuff in the past, but her character, according to IMDb, is Raven, which, if you guys know, that is Shadow from Twisted Metal Black. And in this trailer, they really kind of make it seem like she's the new Calypso in a way. Like she's offering this gentleman, John Doe, a wish of anything that he wants if he delivers this package to whoever he's bringing it to. But the fact that she's not being named Calypso in IMDb or like in the credits, she's credited as Shadow, that tells me that she's just a regular character. I don't think she necessarily has a bigger plot in this. I think it's kind of a false lead for, you know, the audience and the fans of Twisted Metal watching this trailer to be like, ooh, she's the new Calypso. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I really don't. I think she's just a regular character. I believe she is the actual Shadow. You know, I believe that she is supposed to be Raven. But in terms of being Calypso, I don't know if I believe that. And then another reason I don't believe that is because there's a very small snippet of a car driving past a street sign on the side of the freeway or highway that says Calypso is real. Now you tell me this, like, why would they be setting it up like Calypso is some urban legend, so to speak, if this lady is right here telling people, I'm going to give you a wish, blah, 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 if you do this for me? I just feel like it would be too obvious to do it that way. And so I really hope they are setting it up where Calypso is technically in this universe and he is a mythical, you know, he has mythical powers or whatever. But maybe we just won't see him in this series, at least not yet. Or maybe we won't see him until the very final episode, you know, as like a cliffhanger type situation. I think that'd be really cool if they do set it up that way. But yeah, I don't believe in any way, shape, or form that Raven here is meant to be Calypso. I think that's just kind of a set piece to get the story moving. And yeah, I just thought that was kind of interesting, and a lot of people have been talking about that. But yeah, I don't believe that she is the actual Calypso. I also liked that we finally got to see Stephanie. I always say her last name wrong. Beatrice? I probably said that horribly, but she plays Quiet in the show. I'm glad we've got to see a little bit of her character finally, because I've always liked her on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So it's going to be cool seeing her in this show. And she's a brand new character. She's not from Twisted Metal, so that's going to be interesting to see. But in terms of characters from Twisted Metal that I could see throughout the trailer that are going to be confirmed, we obviously have John Doe / Roadkill. We have Sweet Tooth. We also have Mike and Stu, which were the drivers of Hammerhead from Twisted Metal 2. So that's kind of cool to see, you know, a little bit of an Easter egg there. Now, are they going to actually be driving a giant monster truck? Who knows? They didn't show that at all, but they did show the characters, which is cool to see. And then there was a small snippet of Shadow's horse getting destroyed, so that kind of worries me that they might die in the show. Who knows? But it's cool to see that they have the Shadow's vehicle. We also have Outlaw, which is the actor Thomas Church, which, if you guys didn't know, he played Sandman in Spider-Man 3. It's cool to see him in something new these days, and I've always thought he was a really good actor, so it'd be cool to see Outlaw in this as well. And there was even 2 snippets of some really interesting characters. So one of them is Twister. We get a quick little snippet of Twister putting on her helmet, and in IMDb, it looks like it's going to be Miranda Watts, which, if you didn't know, is the name of Twister in Twisted Metal Head On. So that's going to be really cool to see. I'm really excited to see what they do with her character, and I'm really curious. I want you guys to let me know in the comment section below what you believe. Do you think they're going to be using special effects like CGI to actually give certain characters their special weapons that have been synonymous in Twisted Metal? Or do you think there's not going to be really special weapons? They're just going to be regular car combat? Because I'm telling you right now, I would love, even if it looks terrible, if it's terrible CGI because of the budget or whatever, I would love to see a tornado special weapon from Twister in this series at least once. I don't know how they would do it. Obviously, at that point, this would be a fantasy world with fantasy new technology that we don't have at the moment. So I think they could do it. I think it would be interesting to see. I'm just curious on what you guys think if they should do that or not. And then the other character, the last character that we see a little bit of a snippet with is, I believe, to be Darkseid. And now some people have argued it could be Juggernaut from Twist Metal 2012 because it's not just a semi. They actually have a giant tanker truck connected to the semi. So that tells me, yeah, it could be either Juggernaut or Darkseid. Who knows? Either way, I hope that it's Mr. Ash is the driver. I really hope that's the name of the person, because that would definitively tell me it's Darkseid, and I would love to see that in the television show as well. And it looks like they're ramming a vehicle, which is Darkseid's, main special weapon in Twist Metal Black. So, all in all, though, based off some of the things we saw in this official trailer, is we saw Sweet Tooth killing some people, we saw some gore and blood, which is good to see. So I don't know if this is going to be TV mature rated or not. I don't know if they're going to go over the top with that kind of stuff. Kind of hope they do, to be honest, but we'll see. I also, of course, love that we get to see some actual car combat this time. It's not just people talking in a room. We actually get to see some action. And I think action is going to be the strong point if this series is going to survive and do well in the ratings, because most people who play Twisted Metal, they played for the gameplay. The story has always been second nature to Twisted Metal. It's never been the forefront. And I really hope the creators of this show understand that. And I get that's going to be tough to make an interesting plot around that. But if you don't have the action to keep people interested, I don't know if it's going to survive. I don't know how well it's going to do. But that being said, I am pleasantly overall surprised by this official trailer. And it definitely raised my hopes at least by 3 notches. Before this, I was kind of like, okay, I could see this being an easily like a 3 or a 4 out of 10 at the most in terms of enjoyability to watch, because most of it I would just be complaining about not having this, you name it. And that was all we had from the teaser trailer and that small little snippet of John Doe and Sweet Tooth. But now with this official trailer out, I can easily say this is going to be a 7 or an 8 out of 10 for me, at least in terms of how excited I am for it, and that we actually get some legit, good-looking car combat along with the series. So let me know what you guys think of the official trailer. Let me know in the comment section below. Is there anything you are specifically looking for to see in the TV show? Is there anything I missed, like a little snippet of something secret that I may have missed in the video here? Let me know in the comment section below and we can discuss it there. And with that being said, I'm overall just very excited for the show to come out, and I will give you guys my full and honest thoughts of the entire series as a whole once it is out and once I have completed it. So with that, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, share, support as always. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one, and we'll hopefully see you in the next one. Peace. Thank you guys so much for making it to the end of the video. Before we head out, I want to give a huge special thank you to our channel members. These are amazing people who are wanting to support the channel and the content here. And if you want to do the same, you can click the little join button underneath every single new upload. And becoming a channel member not only supports me and the channel, but also gives you a ton of perks in doing so, including early access to new content and being a part of exclusive polls and information that other people would not be able to access. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you again so much for the love and support, and we'll hopefully see you in the next one. Peace out.